having a tube inserted into their nose and being force-fed, which has been declared as a form of torture in other parts of the world, and it will continue to be another form of torture here in the United States. And so we have 243 signatures of people who are protesting mandatory detention because it is not necessary, not under these conditions. We are here bringing these signatures that are protesting the fact that immigrants are being treated as though they are not human, as if they have no rights, and that is wrong, and that should be illegal. It is not a crime to hunger strike because you are fighting for your rights. It should be a crime to sit in a building, in an air-conditioned building, in a cushy chair, and make an order that will be fulfilled all the way down in South Texas, where people will be tortured because of his orders. That should be a crime, and he should be tried, and that's why I'm here today.
Respeten los derechos de los inmigrantes.
After we turn in these signatures of these 243 people and one person from Conroe, from Jorquerly, Texas, is that there be no repression after this, because we know how you operate, Mr. J. Pitts. We know that you're going to try to order some kind of violence act against immigrants who are only defending their rights, because that is what you have done in the past. That is what triggered the ICE violence 2 weeks ago, and that is what has continued to happen every time immigrants stand up for their rights. So we don't want to see this. It's going to be public information. There's 243 signatures, one of them from a man who has been in detention for 10 years. 10 years! And he's now in Conroe, Texas, after being in Port Isabel. We don't want the violence to start again, or actually it never ended, but we don't want more violence against these people. What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice! Now!
Tent City!
Shut it down!
Port Isabel!
Shut it down!
ICE raids!
End them now!
We didn't cross the border crossed us! We didn't cross the border crossed us!
Rama Karti, former detainee of Port Isabel Detention Center, couldn't be with us today because he is being charged on some false charges by DHS. After they assaulted him, they charged him with assault, because that's how these people work. They're always lying, and we're tired of the lies. And because of that, Rama Karti, who is of Haitian descent, couldn't be here today. He's still being treated like if he's in detention, even though he's not. Because it seems like these laws, they just keep on making more and more laws until we don't realize it, but we're all living inside detention centers. The detention centers doesn't need walls because the laws are making the detention center our society.
We're people, not prisoners! We're people, not prisoners!
Of the thousands and millions of people that are dying overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they continue to wage war in spite of thousands and thousands of casualties of even American citizens. If they don't even care that American citizens are dying in unjust wars, what makes us think that they care about our migrant brothers and sisters? Immigrantes, we all know someone who's an immigrant, whether they are part of our families, whether they live in our neighborhoods, go to our schools, whether we pray with them in our church. We know someone who is working hard and trying to survive in this country. They're the backbone of the United States economy.
We won't respect our government until they respect us. We won't respect our government until they respect us.
A group of us are going to sign this letter, and we're going to deliver it to Mr. Pitts inside, along with the 243 signatures of the hunger striking detainees in detention centers in South Texas, and we'll see what immigration has to say, and we'll come back and report the results.
Folks, you cannot be on property with signs like this. Please remove yourselves from property. You cannot be on property. Who is the organizer, please? Who is, stop that. Stop it.
Everybody's an organizer.
Who is the organizer?
Everybody.
I need to talk to the organizer, please.
We're all organizers.
The rest
sir.
of you, please move yourselves off property. You cannot be on property with these signs.
We're all organizers.
Please move yourselves from the property.
We just want to deliver a petition to Mr. Pitts.
Who is the organizer?
We are all organizers.
But we're going to deliver a letter and a petition. Okay.
Okay, I
and then
need
we're
one
gonna leave.
representative and the organizer.
Well,
That's
there's-
all I need.
Well,
We're
there's,
gonna
there's a
send. We're
group
gonna
of,
send
there's a
in
group
4
of
people or 5.
Please listen to me. Right now, you are
Okay, we're
breaking
not.
federal law, okay? You cannot be on this property with these signs. I'm only asking you to move the signs away out of property.
right here?
Give me the organizer and one
Well, we want to see the
representative.
policy
That's all I
because
need.
this is the first time we've
And
heard about
you
that.
can
sir.
deliver your.
Okay, we're
you
gonna
can
deliver the letter.
your,
Yeah.
This
your
is
letter.
the first time that we've
All
heard
right.
we can't be here.
You cannot be on property
Okay,
with these
okay.
signs.
Okay. Well, we're.
what happened to
It's
freedom of
not
speech?
against federal law.
Please remove the signs. That's
It's
all
our
I
First
need.
Amendment. No?
Please stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording.
Yeah, I mean, all we want to
Stop
do is
recording.
we're gonna deliver
You're
the
on federal
petition,
property.
and then
You
when
do
they
not have a
come
permit
out,
to
we'll
record
leave.
on property. Stop recording.
What happened to free speech, Patty?
Respeten los derechos de los inmigrantes. Respeten los derechos de los inmigrantes.
Remove the signs before local police is called. Please remove the signs. Stop recording, sir.
Speaking publicly, we are not terrorists. Thank you.
We have some information for Mr. Michael J. Pitts. He's not really wanting to talk to us, but he needs to be held accountable to the public, and he needs to know that he's accountable to the public. So the phone number that we're going to call to give our message to Mr. Michael J. Pitts today is going to be
210-231-4505.
If your call is not received by one of our representatives, please leave a brief detailed message with your name and number, and we will respond promptly to your call in the order it was received. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello, this message is for Mr. Michael J. Pitts. This is Ana Yance Garza with the Migrantes Unidos. We were here to visit you today, which is Thursday. A group of us, we really wanted to turn in some petitions to you about some of the problems that have been happening at Port Isabel Detention Center. There are grievances, and we were not allowed to turn this into you today. You did not come down and see us, and we would really hope to set up a meeting with you. We wanted to talk to you ever since we last saw you and you turned your back on us. So we really like to get to the bottom of this, and we'd like to tell you that we do not appreciate repression against hunger strikers at Port Isabel Detention Center. Please stop the repression now. Stop the repression now. It's not right, and you shouldn't do it. Bye.
It's life worth living if you living in hell. When the mind is confined to a prisoner cell, and the lies they devise in the system that fell. But I expect the system to fail.